Hey guys, my name is Leon, and tonight we're gonna go over episode 32 of Big Brother 22, aka Big Brother All Stars. With that being said, let's just jump right into the episode. So, this episode is gonna be kind of an interesting one, and to be honest, this is actually one of my favorite episodes out of the last few episodes that has happened. Um, and it's mostly not for really strategic or game sense. It's more like the extra funny segments that they had, like the Cody conversation with Christmas, the Enzo making fun of Cody's nose. I think those were more entertainment and enjoyable moments than the normal segments we get in the last few episodes where it was more like a bunch of moments. At least these moments were actually funny and relatable. But let's just get into it. As we all know, Enzo's the new HOH, and I think it was a good job by him trying to win this Final Four HOH, beating out Cody and Christmas, and not listen to what Cody and Nicole wanted to do and targeting Christmas. I think Enzo played this HOH very well, winning it, because even though Christmas might be mad at him for not helping her defeat Cody, and Cody and Nicole may be frustrated at him for not helping them defeat Christmas, and Nicole's not even playing the competition, but you get my point. The point is Enzo is trying to win the game for himself. So Enzo did a smart move by staying out of the way, letting Cody and Christmas take each other out and winning the HOAs and securing the safety final three. I don't understand why people are mad at him for doing this. I mean, you want him to just throw away his game and not win any choice and risk himself to go home and be in the block. It doesn't make no sense to me. I think it's smart that Enzo decided to stay with a plan and put himself in the best position to win. Smart, good move, Enzo, and smart move, Enzo. Anyways, he wins the HOH. As I said before, Nicole and Cody are frustrated with him by winning HOH. Yeah, they're frustrated with him, but they also Cody, jokes with him. I said, "Oh, you could have just we was on two different planes," and Enzo was explaining his logic, and Nicole's like, "Oh, Enzo showed his true colors." I'm like, "What?" And I feel like Nicole and Cody were kind of cocky. I feel like Christmas on her end, yes, I get it. She's on the outs, but I feel like Christmas on her end, if she wanted to win it, she just win it for herself and stop trying to have help from people. Like I get it, she's the main person everyone wants to bring to him, but for somebody like Cody, who's she's gonna target Cody, Cody doesn't want it and no more. I mean, she had her chances, she just didn't win. It is what it is. But yeah, like I said, the strategic aspects of this episode was kind of like nothing there because it's the final four. So is the less people in the house, the less strategic conversations that could happen. Is what it is. But I think the best part, like I said before, the best parts of the episode was the funny segments, like the whole Cody being insecure about his nose and Enzo making fun of him for it was really funny and interesting. And my favorite part of the episode when when Cody and Christmas talked to each other and Christmas was telling Cody about the Yanni plays in grade school and high school. And Cody was like, he clearly looked annoyed by her, but at the same time, he knew he said, "Hey, I have to have small talk with Christmas and the other people's house so I can, you know, that's part of the game so I can make sure that I'm not totally blowing them off." And I think that's great readiness on Cody's end. But at the same time, it was just funny how Cody was like, "Oh, I don't even want to ask this because I know what she's gonna do and it's gonna annoy the hell out of me, basically. No, me and Cody. Like Cody being annoyed by it. And it was funny and Christmas was just doing her high school play thing, and I was like, I was kind of like laughing at Cody because I just feel like I can relate to him. Like I feel like we all have that one person or have that that person that it's not a bad person or maybe it's a family member or a friend that sometimes we get annoyed at, but we have to continue to talk to them because either we love them or you know they're a coworker or whatever, or we work with them or whatnot, and they're nice people, but they have, annoying tendencies. And I feel like Cody felt this with Christmas. And it's funny that we actually get a segment like that in this episode. But the thing was, I think stuff like this has been on the feeds for a while where people get annoyed at stuff that Christmas does. Anyways, it was enjoyable segments. But yeah, speaking of Christmas, Christmas talks to Cody again. Asks Cody why is he talking to her, and Cody just tells so straight up like, "Hey, I just wanted ask you as the first person." And Cody was covering up that he targeted her because he knows that if she wins, that has a big risk of going home. He will be nominated, and Cody knows that Christmas will come from, and Christmas wants to target Cody. So Christmas, Cody all target each other at this point in the game, and it is what it is. And Christmas can see through it, and Cody knows he can see through it, and it is what it is. Anyways, I think this episode didn't really have much else, and even with the HOH competition, which is, by the way, I didn't even explain what that was. It's like the same competition as the Beetle from Big Brother 6 with Kesa. I think he won. Yeah, he won. He won a competition. He used the competition to backdoor Eric, who was his Maggie's partner, that season. And it's funny that they turned that into a HOH competition. And it's kind of interesting though. Kesa, I didn't even see Kesa at all being part of the competition. Yeah, he was a guest, but I guess he was a guest on Thursday's episode. But I didn't even see him at all in this episode. Anyways, still one of my favorites. Basic competition is you gotta move as you're a knight chess piece, and you cannot move like you have to move like only one step one way and two steps another way, just like a knight would on the chessboard. And if you for each move that you make for each place you land on, you have to flip over that place, and that place becomes red. And if you run out of spots, then you're out of competition. So it's good that Enzo won it. But yeah, I mean, other than that, and a few HOH segments, like Enzo reading his letter and Enzo showing pictures of his family. I mean, there's not much else in the episode, but like I said, the other segments was actually funny, and it was actually funny that Cody and Nicole do I don't know, they do bananas each other, and that's kind of like it was whatever. But anyways, this is the end game, man. There's not gonna be much going on, As we all know, the final four, Beatles gonna be the most telling thing, and whoever wins that's gonna control who they get to build out, and it is what it is at this point. But anyways, with that being said, thank you guys for watching this episode. Thank you guys for watching this video. Yeah, more content coming soon, and adios.